Hello, my name is Timothy Richmond, and I'm a third year at Emory University, and I work with the AUDL. I'm going to be going over basic policy speech order with you and some tips on what each speaker should be doing. The first speech in the debate round is the first affirmative constructive, or the 1AC. This speaker introduces the affirmative case. Each constructive speech is followed by a cross-examination. The first cross-examination is the second negative speaker cross-examining or questioning the first affirmative speaker. The second speech in the round is the first negative constructive speech, or the 1NC. This speaker introduces the negative off-case arguments, which includes disadvantages, counterplans, and critiques. This speaker also refutes on-case arguments. Next is cross-ex. The first affirmative speaker will question the first negative speaker. The third speech in the round is the second affirmative constructive, or the 2AC. This speaker will refute claims made by the first negative speaker and extend arguments made by the first affirmative. Next is cross-ex. The first negative speaker will cross-examine the second affirmative speaker. The fourth speech introduces the negative block, which is a combination of the second negative constructive speech and the first negative rebuttal. In the negative block, the negatives should divide their arguments. A good strategy of doing this would be to have one speaker to take on-case arguments and the other to take on off-case arguments. Next is the final cross-examination. The second affirmative speaker will cross-examine the second negative speaker. The fifth speech in the round is the first negative rebuttal, or the 1NR. This speech is very unique in that it is a rebuttal, but it functions as a constructive speech because it is part of the negative block. The sixth speech in the round is the first affirmative rebuttal, or the 1AR. This speech is very important because they have to refute the entire negative block. The 1AR has to be very strategic about the most important arguments in the round because they only have a limited amount of time to answer two back-to-back arguments. The seventh speech in the round is the second negative rebuttal, or the 2NR. This speaker will present a big picture analysis on why the negative should win the debate round. The eighth and final speech of the round is the second affirmative rebuttal, or the 2AR. This speaker will present a big picture analysis on why the affirmative team should win the round. Here is the final speech order. Thank you for watching.